Hello friends, this is Dr. Kirti Seth and today we are going to discuss about bio-inspired optimization techniques. This comes from two things. First is bio-inspired techniques and second one is optimization techniques. So whenever we are discussing about bio-inspired optimization techniques, we should discuss bio-inspired techniques, what are bio-inspired techniques, how these techniques works and then what are optimization techniques and then what is the relation between bio-inspired optimization techniques. So we'll be introducing both the terms bio-inspired techniques and optimization techniques. So once it comes to bio-inspired techniques, first we will discuss about the encouragement. What is the encouragement or inspiration about bio-inspired technique? There is a term called biocomputation. Biocomputation is used to describe research into human-made system that possesses some of the essential properties of life. So basically this term biocomputation describes how biology is related to computer science or how computer science is related to biology or natural life. So there are twofold terms comes under the category of biocomputation. First one is use of information system concepts and tools to explore biology from a different perspective. For example, we use IT oriented paradigm for looking at two cells computing or process information. Second term is how biology or biological process can be used as a metaphor or inspiration in developing new computing techniques as new areas of computer science. So there are twofold terms, how computer science is related to biology or how biology can be used to enhancing our computing techniques. So here our focus will be on the second type, how biology can be used to enhance our computation techniques. So bio-inspired computing is the study that encompassed under the canon of biologically inspired computing and their biological counterparts. So mainly there are three things. First one is genetic algorithm that is based upon evolution theory. Second one is emergent systems. These emergent systems are depends upon the natural behavior of species, for example ants, termites, bees, wasps, etc. And then artificial immune system, this is depends upon the immune system, we can create artificial immune system. So through these pictures you can see that how biology is helpful to develop new computer systems, to develop new computing technique. First one is, this is a whale and this is the design of a fin which is helpful. In second figure, see, this is a tree and using this tree we can design a building. This is the beak of a bird and the bullet train design is depends upon the beak of the bird, or bullet train design is taken from the beak of the bird. And this is an insect and we can design helicopter from the with the help of the insect design. So these are how biological life is helpful in designing new computer systems. So now these all are the part of computational intelligence. So computational intelligence basically has three things: nature inspired algorithm, fuzzy logic system and neural network. So our focus will be on bio inspired optimization techniques comes under the area of nature inspired algorithm. So we'll be discussing nature inspired algorithm. So introduction, these problems defined evidently under combinatorial optimization problem. The optimization problems defined evidently under combinatorial optimization problem. So first we'll discuss about what is optimization and then we'll come to bio-inspired computing techniques. So what is optimization? Optimization is as ageless as time. Since the beginning of the world, since the beginning of the time, we are naturally optimizing the things. Whatever we do, the second time when we do, we try to optimize the thing in a better way. It depends upon the resources what we have, and using those resources we always think that how we can optimize the process. In our day-to-day life we always try to optimize so many things. Optimization is achieving the best with the available resources while satisfying the constraint. We optimize in our daily life. Nature seems to have optimized almost everything. It is about surviving with what one has and getting the best. So optimization is nothing but you can say that optimization is way of life. Even if you are going to your office or you are going to the market from your home, you always try to optimize the path. You always try to reach the place in the minimum time with shortest path. So optimization has a lot to do with optimism. Optimist view with the proverbial glass half full and not half empty. So given any number of obstacles or we can say them constraint, optimists try to make the best out of the situation. So optimization is everywhere. The more we know about something, the more we see where the optimization can be applied. So for some examples are finding fastest route from home to class, optimal allocation of time for homework. Even from the school, a child try to optimize its homework, optimal budgeting. Yes, we all make our home budget sometime, or sometime our office budget, or sometime an event budget, and we want to make our budget as optimal. The goal of optimization is find values of the variable that minimize or maximize the objective function while satisfying the constraint. So what are the objective function and what are some constraints? So objective function is the thing which you want to optimize. For example, I want to optimize the cost. I want to optimize the cost of, like for example, I want to purchase a car and I want to optimize the cost. So it means here my cost should be minimum. So minimize the cost. But constraints are we can check the size, we can have some limitations, some models, something like that. So it will satisfy all the constraint but try to minimize the cost. So the cost is optimize function. Categorization of optimization algorithm. We have two kinds of optimization algorithm, deterministic and stochastic. So deterministic algorithms always follow a rigorous procedure and its path and values of both design variables and functions are repeatable. So these are traditional mathematical techniques like simplex function, dual simplex function, all we use in mathematics. All those techniques comes under deterministic. But stochastic algorithms always have some randomness. They do not have something fixed. So all the bio-inspired algorithms, optimization algorithms comes under the category of stochastic algorithms. Again, optimization technique can be divided into two parts: single objective function and multi-objective. Single objective function which have only one objective you need to focus. For example, I just discussed that if we want to purchase a car, we simply want to focus on the cost. Or if we are talking about CPU, we always simply want to focus upon the performance of CPU. That should be high. Okay, but multi-objective is when your objective is more than one and you have to optimize, take care of all the objectives. For example, you want to purchase a car, you should take care of you should take care of cost also, you should take care of engine size also, you should take care of mileage also, and then you should take care some features like color or design also. So these type of problems are called multi-objective optimization problems. So traditional optimization methods mainly are deterministic optimization methods, and non-traditional methods are mainly the stochastic methods. So calculus of variations, nonlinear programming, geometric programming, linear programming, dynamic programming, integral programming. These all are traditional techniques, and we use some mathematics and some fixed constraint, and they give us fixed result every time. Whenever you calculate, you will get the same result. Whereas non-traditional methods, they always have some randomness because they are based on stochastic optimization like genetic algorithm, simulated annealing, ant colony, particle swarm, artificial bee colony optimization. So because they are stochastic method, they always try to optimize the solution, but they do not guarantee that all the time they will give you the same solution. So these problems has become testing ground for every new approach that tends to solve every emerging engineering optimization problem. This calls for a new method shedding away mentioned shortcoming. Developing and working creatures in the nature has shown themselves as one of the most peculiar source of inspiration for designing and inventing new system and algorithm in different field of science and technology. So these working creature in the nature like ants, bees, birds, wasps, they have shown us a new path to optimize the thing, because they have the basic nature to optimize the thing. So here we will discuss what is nature-based optimization or what are the nature-based technique. Continuous research is being introduced in this field, and nature-inspired heuristic optimization methods are proving to be better than deterministic method, because deterministic methods are for some fixed kind of solution. They will give you fixed solution every time. But if your problem is large, so deterministic methods are, you can say, are fixed method. You will apply them as it is. But these are stochastic methods, they are the techniques. You can apply them according to your problem. You can set their constraint, you can fix the goal according to your problem. So sometimes we say them these are heuristic, or sometimes you will read that these are meta-heuristic algorithms. So what is the difference between heuristic and meta-heuristic algorithms? You can say that meta-heuristic is an iterative process which guide heuristic to explore the search space efficiently. Basically, what are heuristic? Heuristic are problem-specific method, while meta-heuristic are problem-independent method that can be applied to a wide range of problems. So these techniques are mainly, basically we say them meta-heuristic. Heuristic is to get approximate solution, whereas meta-heuristic is to get approximation solution. So approximate solution, we can say getting a good guess of the solution of a problem, but that you don't really know how good it is. And approximation is about getting a solution for which you can prove how close it to the optimal solution. So there are many nature-inspired optimization algorithms such as genetic algorithms, particle swarm optimization, working on the principles of the natural phenomena. So some example of nature-inspired optimization techniques are evolutionary algorithms, ant colony optimization, particle swarm, artificial immune system, bee colony optimization. So evolutionary algorithms, basically the genetic algorithms comes under the category of evolutionary algorithm, which has some fitness, function, mutation and crossover. Through these they discuss about how these algorithms work. And evolutionary algorithms are nature-inspired approach to obtain most out of something. Evolutionary algorithm is a subset of evolution computation, a generic population-based meta-heuristic optimization algorithms. So then ant colony optimization, this algorithm is based on the behavior of ants, how ants behave, how ants choose their path, that is discussed with ant colony optimization. Similarly, particle swarm optimization based upon bird's clock, we can say bird's clock or fish schooling. So that it depends upon how birds behave. So likewise, artificial immune system, bee colony optimization. So in our next video, we will be discussing all these algorithms in details. So this was just a basic idea about what is the bio-inspired optimization techniques. Basically, these techniques are based on the behavior of insects, termites, ants, how they behave in the nature. So according to their behavior, we can develop our own optimization technique for many problems. So dear friends, in this video, we just introduce about bio-inspired optimization techniques, and so we just tell you what is the term mean bio-inspired computing and what is the term mean of optimization technique and how these terms are related to each other. So very soon in the next video, we will be discussing about ant colony optimization, particle swarm optimization. Thank you. If you have any question, you can write me in comment box. Thank you.